We're heading into the most wonderful time of year again, but for many, the holidays can be a lot to manage with all the rules of hosting and attending parties. So here to fine-tune our manners for the merry season ahead is etiquette expert Diane Gottsman. Great to have you back.
Thank you for having me.
These are so many really good questions. We're going to jump right in. And we have some people who ask questions on video, and you're going to answer them for us. So let's go ahead and roll the first tape.
I have a question. So, my sister-in-law stays with me every year, which was fine when she was only 2, and she and my brother, but now she has 2 kids, a dog, and my messy brother. How do I tell her no this year?
Wow. Yes. Okay. This is a tough one, but I think ultimately it is not our job to house everyone. We feel guilty. But what you can say is, you know, your family is growing, our household is getting chaotic, and I think we can find a place for you that's comfortable and still see each other. So you can help them find a bed and breakfast close by, maybe talk to your mom and say, listen, do you have room, you know, for Jimmy and the kids and his wife? Something, because we want to make it comfortable, but at the same time, we don't want our life to be thrown out of order, just especially if the dog is coming in, you've got kids with allergies. So I think you have to be honest, be upfront, and be kind, you know, help out.
How soon out should we begin that conversation?
Now.
Now. For
So
Christmas, like right now.
This should not be a surprise. It should. This conversation should be happening right now. Even for Thanksgiving, you know, if they're coming for Thanksgiving, for the Christmas holidays, this is the time.
Okay, all right, it's very good. Okay, let's roll question number 2.
Okay, I really hate the company party. How bad is it if I don't go?
Yeah, it's pretty bad. You need to go to the company party. You know, there are other things that we probably want to be doing, but I think it's really important to go and build camaraderie and relationships with your team members and your boss outside of the office.
Okay.
So you need to go.
Good advice. So suck it up. It's just 2 hours. You can do that. Okay, here's the next one.
If I bring 3 bottles of wine to the party and we only drink 2, can I ask for the last one back, or do I have to leave it behind?
What do you think?
I think you got to leave it behind.
You got to leave it behind. You should leave it behind. When you take something and Eve as a hostess gift, that's a gift. But if you take something to contribute, that's also a gift. So do not ask to take it back home.
Unless the host or hostess says, hey, do you want this?
I would still say
no.
Please keep it.
Okay.
And you know, if you take a casserole, we're talking about wine, but let's say you take a casserole and it's half eaten. You know, I would say keep it, I'm going to pick up the casserole dish later. Better still leave the casserole dish as a hostess gift, so make it a really pretty casserole dish.
Okay.
All these extra tips.
This is great points. Excellent points. Okay, here's the next one.
My boss keeps mentioning that he's alone for Thanksgiving. It's a time I like to spend with my husband and my kids, but every time I see him, he mentions it. Is it rude or like a professional deal breaker if I don't invite him?
I love that one. Do you see your eyes?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want you at my house.
I think that the boss, you know, clearly is lonely, but there's a lot of employees there. So he's probably saying this same, you know, he's probably making these same remarks to everybody. And again, it's not your responsibility, although it's a kind thing to invite people who don't have a place to go. But maybe you invite him early, invite him later, you bring some food to the office and have, you know, a little function there. So I think the bottom line is it's not a professional deal breaker. They should not fire you for not inviting them, but you want to be nice.
There's that happy medium you can find. Work to find that happy medium ground. Okay, I think we have time for one more.
Once and for all, what does it mean when an invitation says black tie? I never know what to do when I get an invitation with dress codes. Is cocktail and black tie the same thing? And does it really matter?
Great question. Yeah.
That is such a common question. What is black tie? And black tie is a tuxedo. It is not a black suit and black tie. So cocktail is a dark suit. Black tie is a tuxedo. Now, some hosts, some people that are sending out the invitations don't even know this. So I think, you know, that's important to decipher. And at the same time, I think if you really don't know what they mean, you know, if it says black tie, or if it says festive and you don't know what that means, call the host and just ask, what exactly, what are you looking for? What are you wearing?
You're right with black tie. I've been invited to MC some events. They'll say black tie. Just wear a black suit.
Yes, see?
But
it's confusing. So black tie is tuxedo. Cocktail is dark suit.
Okay. My producer tells me we have time for one more. Squeeze in one quick one, the last one right here. Here it is.
What is the rule on giving my boss a holiday gift? She makes a whole lot more money than me, and last year all I got was a ham.
Hamburgers are expensive.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you don't eat meat, that's not a very good gift. So
No, right.
I think the rule for giving your boss a gift is you don't have to give your boss a gift. It's not necessary. The protocol is you don't have to you don't have to gift anyone actually. Right. The boss should give you a nice little gift, of some kind. But if you have a relationship with your boss, you want to do something nice. Certainly, you can bring some home baked goods in, something impersonal, not something too personal, something modest, but something that says thank you so much for signing that paycheck.
Okay, and more on this at your website at dianegottsman.com. There on your screen. In the book, again, Modern Etiquette for a Better Life. Always good to have you in.
Thank you.
And thanks for hopefully making our holidays a little easier today. Diane, we'll see you soon.